Hello, children. Hope all are well. This is our revision class. Today, I will revise the lesson number 9, that is the post office. What we do, this is a post office. Yes, I've shown you before also. This is a post office. What we do, we always drop our letters in it through post office. See, children, we visit our friends very often, but some of our relatives and friends live in other cities or towns, and it is not possible to meet them always. So, what we do, we send our messages to them. How do we send our messages? We know about the well being of our relatives and friends through letters. And how do we post these letters? We send and receive letters through post office. Yes, through this post office. And post office is an essential service in the neighborhood. What post office sells? It sells postcards, inland letters, envelopes, and postage stamps. Okay, so see, a man is doing a stamping, he is stamping all the letters. Okay, without stamping, letters cannot be sent. What they do, they there is always, and where do we, first of all we should know where we post our letters. We always don't come to the post office and send our letters, we post our letters. No, it's not possible. When we come to the post office, there is a post box hanging in front of it, but in every neighborhood there is a letter box which is red in color hanging there nearest. In every neighborhood we will get it. There is a letter box in every neighborhood. It is red in color and we always drop letters in it. See, here children are dropping letters in the letter box. From here, the mail peon collects the letters and he puts them into a bag. Okay, he puts them into a bag. Then he takes them to the main post office. Okay, he takes them to the main post office. Then these letters are sent to different places according to the addresses written on it. Okay, it's sent to different places by train, aeroplanes and buses. Okay, its letters are sent to different places by trains, aeroplanes and buses. Then what happens? From there, a postman delivers the letters to the addresses written on them. We always write letters, we always write addresses on our letters. Okay, so postman, according to the addresses, first they sort out according to the area. There is a pin code written on the address. Yes, we always write a pin code. According to that, they sort out all the letters according to the pin code, and after that they deliver the letters to the addressee. Addressee is the person to whom we have to send the letters. Thus, it is the Here ends the journey of a letter. A postman delivers the letters and it ends the journey of it. And what other services do post office provide us? They serves us in many ways. What we can do? We can send money to our friends. Yes, we can send money to our friends and relatives through money order. There is a service called money order in the post office. Yes, we get the service from a post office. What we have to do? We have to fill a form that is called money order form. From there we can send money. Okay, it we can also send packets, parcels and registered letters, okay, to the to our relatives or any of our friends. It provides this service. There is also one service also called speed post. I explained you before also, children. Speed post. Post also, when we want, what we do, whenever we want any letter or parcels to be sent very urgently, when we want to send our letters or parcels or any registered letters, whatever, in emergency, that is, it's urgent, we have to send it in 1 day or 2 days, so we can use this service called speed post. It charges a little bit more, but it reaches very fast. Okay, if we want to reach our letters tomorrow only, we if we are sending today, we can use speed post service through the post office. It will reach in urgent. Okay, now besides this, every post office has a savings bank. Okay, it has a savings bank. What we can do, we can people can deposit their money in this savings bank. Okay, bank, and they can take it back also whenever they need it, because it's a savings bank. In savings bank we can withdraw or deposit our money anytime whenever we want. It also have telephone booths also. Okay, so post office in our neighborhood is an essential service. Okay, it is very helpful to us. Here many employees such as postmaster, post peon, etc. are employed in post office, so they help so much in our work. Okay, government of India also declared some savings schemes for the sick and the retired person. In post office, it post office is always runs by a government of India. Okay, so it declared some savings schemes, because for the sick and the retired person, you know, when the people become above 60 years of their age, it they are called retired person. For them there are some saving schemes. Okay, so post office plays a vital role in our country. And here post office, the people who are working, that is the staff of the post office, they works day in and day out, so we must admire their hard work, right? Because without a post office, life would become dull. Post office, who is the head of the post office? Postmaster. He always looks after the working of the postal department of that area, particular area. In every post office there is one postmaster who looks after the working of the postal department of that area. Okay, so in short, what we have learned, post office, it is an essential service in our neighborhood. There is always a letter box which is red in color. It is also used for posting letters, and post office is managed by group of people. And while posting letter to the post office, we first write receivers and senders addresses. And children, post offices never do cheating. Okay, whenever we want to send a telegram or letters or parcels, we send it through a post office. Okay, so we have learned stamps also. We use stamps whenever we want to send letters by post. It is essential, it is very important, we must necessary to affix a stamp of the required amount on our envelope. Without a stamp, the letters cannot be sent, cannot be accepted. Okay, so we have learned about, we have revised also the post office. Let's come to question answer. Okay, what now, you have to answer in brief. First question is, how do we send our messages? Okay, so what will be the answer, children? Just now I have revised, I have told you, you may write, but I am telling you the answers. Please listen very carefully. How do we send our messages? We can send our messages through post office. We can know about the well-being of our relatives and friends through letters, and we send this letter and receive that letters through post office. So we can send our messages through post office. Okay, number 2, where do we post our letters? So children, here you have to write the full point, that is, how do we post our letters, the full procedure where we post and how they collect and how they proceed further. Okay, so what you will write, there is a post box hanging in front of the post office, and post box is also placed in suitable place for better convenience in every neighborhood. The public, or people you can write, the public insert their letters into this box. From there, the mail peon collects the letters from the box and packs it in the bag. Then this package is sent to the head office. There the letters are separated according to the place they are to be sent. Okay, from there, in this way we post our letters. Okay children, Next come to what are the other things do the post offices do? What are the other things do the post offices do? What they do, children? That means you have to write here answer. What other services do they provide? Okay, now listen. A post office serves us in many ways. We can send money to our friends and relatives through money order from a post office. The post office also arranges to send packets and parcels. It also sends registered letters. We also get a special service which is called speed post through the post office. Okay, understood? This is the answer we have to write in question number 3. Next come to why a post office is an essential service in every neighborhood. Okay, that means you have to write the importance of post office. That is why it is an essential service, why it is important for us. Yes, answer. Post office is very helpful to us. It helps us in many ways. Through post office, we can send and get our letters. In past, there was no post office at all. The letters were sent and got through messengers throughout the countries. It was an expensive thing as the distance was more, but at present we do not face that kind of difficulty because now the charges are not very high. So through post office we may keep in touch with our friends and relatives through post offices. So we can also send our parcels and other things to our friends and relatives. It provides us many services. We can also save money in the post office. So the role of post office has increased day by day. Understood, children? Next come to what is the use of stamps on posting a letter. That means why do we put stamps on posting a letter? Why it is important? Yes, answer is when we want to send letters by post, we have to affix a stamp of the required amount on the envelope. This is the use. Okay, envelope, so that without stamps these envelopes cannot be accepted by the post offices, so it cannot be sent. So it is very important to put stamps on the envelope. Okay, understood all the 5 answers? Next, move to answer the following questions. Name 4 things we can buy at the post office. Question number 1. Name 4 things you can buy at the post office. Yes, children, what are the 4 things we can buy at the post office? Yes, I know you all of you know the answers. Answer is inland letters, postcards, envelopes, and postage stamps are the things we can buy at the post office. Got it? Number 2. Name any 3 things we send through the post office. Any 3 things. You have to name it. That is, answer will be parcels, money orders, and registered letters are the 3 things we can send through the post office. Okay. Next, question number 3. How can we send money through the post office? Now you have to say how you can send your money. Okay. Answer will be, it is the money order is the way of sending money to the people in other place. What we have to do? Write down that we have to fill the money order form to send money. Okay. First, what we have to do? We have to fill the money order form to send the money. We will fill it here and the money will be transferred to the addressee, the addresses which we have written in the form. Okay. Now the next question is, what do you mean by speed post? What do you mean by speed post? Answer is, when we want to write a letter, when we want to send a letter or any parcel somewhere very urgently, then we have to use the special service or facility by the post office, and this service or facility is called speed post. Okay, done. Next question is, name the vehicles used to send the letters to different places. What are the vehicles we used by the post offices? Trains, aeroplanes, and buses are the vehicles used to send the letters to different places. Okay, written. Question number 6. Write one difference between inland letter and postcard. So here, children, inland letter and postcard both are same. We have to write inside and address it correctly. But one difference is there. write it. I am telling you the answer. Inland letter is expensive and way of sending letters, but postcard is inexpensive way of sending letters. Okay, so difference is inland letter is expensive way of sending letters and postcard is inexpensive way of sending letters. So next move to question number 7, that is how can we save our money into the post office. Yes, and children, there is every post office has a saving bank. In that saving bank, people can deposit their money and whenever they want they can take it back. So in this way we can save our money into the post office. Okay. Next is short answers. That is, you have to write one word answer. But I am not going to tell you the answer. You have to write it by yourself. Number 1 is, who runs the post office in our country? Yes, children, I have given you this answer in the revision part only. Who runs the post office in our country? Number 2, who is the head of the post office? Very easy. You can write it. Yes. Question number 3, who delivers letters to us? Number 4, what is the color of the letter box? It's very easy, children. I hope all of you know the answers. Number 5, we drop letters in it. Yes. Next is number 6, who collects the letters from the post box? Number 7, name a post office in your neighborhood. That will be, this answer will be different of every child. Okay, every girls will write different answers because you have to write name a post office in your neighborhood. Okay. Number 8, who helps us in sending messages to our friends and relatives? Who help us? Yes, you can write it. Okay, let's proceed. Yes or no. You have to write yes or no, that is true or false. For correct statement you will write yes. For false statement you will write no. Number 1, we send and receive letters through post office. Number 2, the letters are sorted out at the main post office. Number 3, the letters are sent to different places by trains, aeroplanes and buses. Number 4, some post offices have telephone booths. Number 5, a post office in the neighborhood is an essential service. So children, you have to write yes or no. Just write down all the answers in your copy and I will check it after the school reopens. Thank you.